We are back from Worlds 2024 in Honolulu, and we want to tell you about our experience. All right, guys, so we went to Honolulu, went to Worlds 2024, had a great time overall. In this video, I'm going to very quickly just kind of walk through, show some stuff that we saw, that we did, things we liked, things we didn't like, and let's just jump right into it. So as we approach the door, the security kind of does their whole scan, and we are introduced after giving our ID to our badges. So we ended up getting the 1-day spectator pass for Sunday. Getting the passes themselves was not an easy thing. I actually didn't end up getting one. One of my friends, Christian, who I do whatnot with, he ended up getting one with a guest pass. So that's how we only got the Sunday. So you get the visitor pass, you get the world map. So let's open this up for you guys to take a look. And this gives you a map of what is going on at the venue, at the center. It's got also this stamp collection thing, which I will go into in a little bit. But yeah, this is the map of the center, as well as we have the Hilton map, which there is activities there. And we will go a little bit over that too, because that's where we stayed at the hotel. So we kind of got to experience that too. So we ended up getting the map. We got the Steenie card promo to get the exclusive for the event for Scarlet and Violet. And then we actually got a free pack of Pokemon cards on entrance. So we get our stuff. We go to the security. The lady is, checks my ID. Okay, here's the pass. And I see a booster box of Twilight behind her. And I'm just, hey, just out of curiosity, what are the Pokemon cards for? And then she goes, oh, yeah. And then passes me and Christian a pack of Pokemon cards. Of course, his wife had just gone in with one of their other friends, and they did not get a pack. So obviously, the free pack that you're supposed to get was not very regulated. So right off the bat, we already know how organized this is going to be. The last thing also is the sweet lanyard, which realistically, this is the only exclusive merch I will get on the whole trip, and that is not by choice by any means. It is cool, but it is all we got. So that is going in the event. So another big thing that we saw at the event, which was really cool for us because we play Pokemon Go, is that there was raids everywhere. And getting these Pikachus was really cool. An exclusive for the event, getting the Snorkel Pikachu was really cool. I mean, it was really easy, but there's tons of people everywhere playing Pokemon Go, and it was just fun to hop in these raids and get these Pikachus. So I think it was a good way to get people in if they were in, because it was just a 1-star raid anyway, or if people just wanted to jump on in and play a lot because they play a lot. And anyone that's into Pokemon Go knows that there are people that love to do tons of raiding, lots of trading. It was a good event for that. Now, one of the first things we saw as soon as we got into the event was the Pokemon Pocket demo. They had these big screens. They had these little phones as well where you could rip a pack, and essentially they're promoting this Pokemon Pocket. If you haven't heard of it, it's kind of cool. It's supposed to be like a speed run of Pokemon TCG so that you can play a match in just a couple of minutes, whereas right now the TCG live map, it's like a maximum of 40 minutes. So they're just trying out something new. I believe it's supposed to come out in October, so keep your eyes open for that. The demo was pretty cool. We ended up getting the Articuno on our little fake pack, but I also saw 3 other people get Articuno, so I don't think I'm anything special on that. So now we're going to bounce back to the map that we had, okay? So this map, it is a kind of a cool thing, and they had this cool event where they had all these little stands where you could get stamps, and if you completed it, you got a little bit of a prize. So this was the one at the event, as well as at the Hilton area. There was another one. If you got the 4 stamps, you got another prize. Obviously, you can see on my map, I did not get them, but I was very lucky that my wife, when she went with my brother-in-law, she was very diligent and did, in fact, get all the stamps. These were her prizes. So, stamp number 1, exclusive. Okay, so I lied. I guess we got a couple little exclusive things, but nothing too crazy. We did get these 2 stickers. They're pretty cool. We don't know where we're going to put them, but you know what? We've got the stickers, and, at least we got to come home with something. So that, it does amount to a little bit. that brings us to the next part of the experience, which was the vendors. So there was two different sections. There was a trading section as well as a vendor section. So in the vendor section, you buy things and trade. In the trading section, no selling is allowed. So we ended up going to the purchase area because we didn't bring any cards with us. Duh. And we ended up getting some cool things. So we'll start off here. All the stuff we ended up getting was from Aloha Cards. So if you guys are ever in Oahu, check it out. It's a great place. They got good prices. We got both these Gyarados, PSA 10. We got a really good price on those guys. Figured we'd pick them up for the Whatnot stream and ended up picking this up for myself. It is a base 2 sealed deck with the CD. I've always wanted this sealed. I do like vintage cards. You guys know that. But yeah, we got this sealed. I don't know. We might open it at some point on the channel, but not today. We're definitely not opening that today. The last bit was at the trading section. I ended up getting this card just because a little boy came up to me and didn't want it. So he offered me this pack or this card, which came from a tournament pack. As you can see right there from the little emblem. Of course, I'm not going to say no. You know, it's my merch. I can be like, oh yeah, I got this cool Pokemon card. Which from here, now we're going to end up talking about the Pokemon Center experience, which wasn't quite what we'd expect. Okay, so the Pokemon Center experience. This was my thing that my family was very excited to go to, which was the biggest letdown of the whole thing. We had to book an appointment to get in line to get to the Pokemon Center. Now, I'm not making this sound like it's a bad thing. You book an appointment for your party. There's only so many slots so that the store doesn't get overwhelmed. That makes sense. You get in line, you wait. It takes us about 30 to 45 minutes, and we were on Sunday getting in. So that was the last day of the event. Now, prior to that, they obviously had lots of stuff in the store. But by Sunday, there was no exclusive stuff left in the store. So, real quick, I'll show you what we did yet. We got a Spiel poster. This is one of my wife's favorite Pokemon. Got the Spiel poster. She wanted it. No issues with that. We got the Bulbasaur for me. It's a plush Bulbasaur. It is a cutie. It is a cutie. And you know what? Let's open it up right now. I haven't opened it up yet, so let's get it going. I just thought it was cutesy, you know. Help with my streaming experience, making some videos, you know. Be my little partner in crime. We'll just like sew it right onto my shoulder. No? And we got the Steenie as well. My wife wanted to get the Steenie. So this was the Pokemon that she chose for herself, which we won't open. We'll leave that one for her to open. But yeah, so that's what we ended up getting. Am I happy with my Bulbasaur? Absolutely. Am I happy that we did not get anything exclusive to the Honolulu 2024 experience? I'm very disappointed about that. Now, here is where I get mad. There is a promo card that you are supposed to get for going to the store. Now, on top of that, they made us book an appointment. They told how many people in our party. They booked up slots. So they knew before the event how many people were going to go into this store and make purchases. And they ran out 2 days on the promo cards before we even got there. So obviously I wasn't expecting to get the world or the champion stamped cards. I just wanted the promo Pikachu for being there so that could be my thing. That was kind of like in the back of my head. I was like, you know what? Like if I run out and don't get any of the merch, at least I'll get this promo Pokemon card, because how could they mess this up? Well, they did mess it up. So that's where we're at with that. So that brings us to the next part of our experience, which is the scalpers. Okay, so right outside the lineup where you go to the Pokemon Center, there is scalpers for days that have just gone in there from the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and bought out everything, and surprise, surprise, they've upped the prices. Now, I'm a negotiator. I tried to go in there and tried to buy something. I was willing, honestly, I wanted to get the dice set. I wanted to get the play mats. I wanted to get the plush for my brother-in-law as well as my wife. And I didn't get any of those things. I literally got none of it. I even told myself I'd settle for a lanyard. Didn't even get that. But I'm at these scalpers. I'm trying to negotiate. I have eBay open because there's already people scalping on eBay, which, like, you know what? Fair enough. At least it's not in lines flaunted right in front of our faces. So I'm going up and down the lines trying to get them. They're asking ridiculous numbers, which I'll put some shorts out. I videoed some of it. It's crazy. And you know what? I couldn't get anyone below the prices of eBay, so we didn't get anything. And that's what it is. It's disheartening, especially because there is a sign inside the building that says, like, only official sellers to the event are allowed to sell cards or merch. And then right outside the Pokemon Center, you have people scalping the stuff that people have waited in line for upwards of an hour and have traveled all across the world to come get. Pretty disappointing. All in all, we did have a good time. I am going to quickly jump into the last section, which is going to be the Hilton part. And then we will conclude all this. So at the Hilton, they had an amazing event. Now, this was a free event. There was lots of cool things to see. They had a Pokemon Unite setup going. We didn't quite make it for that. And they had a live stage broadcasting the event as well, with people in costumes of the Gen 9 starters. They had blow-ups, they had games, and it was all free. They had lei making stations. Like, they spent some very serious money on this. And setting up those stamp stands, getting people going everywhere, raids going like nuts all day for these Pikachus, exclusive Pikachus. Honestly, this part of the event, considering it was free, it was chaotic. There was tons of people, but it was really, really good. It was a great experience. It was a good family experience. I saw a lot of young families in there with their kids, and honestly, there's not much I would have changed about it. It was a great area. It was right on the ocean. Lots of access to food, lots of access to drinks, and they were giving out freebie stuff. So, you know, it was literally so good. And the weird thing for us is we actually experienced this on the Saturday. So for me, I experienced this on Saturday, being like, oh, I'm gonna go to Worlds tomorrow, and I'm pretty pumped. And then when I got there, and honestly, it was good. Just the Pokemon Center experience part of it put such a damper on it that is really tough to look past. Really tough to look past. So, well, let's go to the conclusion of this now. So, to conclude the event, would I go back? Absolutely. We plan on going to 2025. They announced it. And we have no problems with Pokemon. Honestly, we look at it as a learning experience. Next time, we're going to try to go earlier. If the Pokemon Center shop opens earlier on a different day than it starts, if we can, we will try to go early if it's in an area that we're going to be close to. Something a little different too is, I'd like to actually go with my wife rather than not with her. It was great to go with friends, but I feel like sometimes she can be a little bit more patient with me, so that when I want to nerd out and look at things, she's just, she's such a good sport about all of it. So that would be something that we will personally change. We will absolutely be going back. And as a little secret that I have not shown you guys yet, we ended up kind of snagging a bunch of the Steenie code cards. Check us out on Whatnot. Link is in the bio. We will be giving some of these out on there. Come to Whatnot on our streams and ask for them, and we will be giving a couple of them away as giveaways and a couple of them away with orders. We're not selling them. We're not going to scalp them. We just want to have some fun, and people that want to get into TCG and get the exclusives that didn't get to come to the event, we want them to be a part of it with us. So thank you. Stay tuned for more videos.